Not long before the events of the Chimera, 4 space pirates are sent to the desert planet of Akiton to regain their captain's hold over Kafak Depot. Get in, restore balance, get out. A simple enough plan. Batten down the hatches, mateys. This is Will Save and the Interstellar Tales from the Extragalactic Adventure Anthology. Unknown Treasures.
Welcome back to Will Save and the Interstellar Tales from the Extragalactic Adventure Anthology. I am Bernice, and this is Unknown Treasures. Handing it off to Kevin and the crew. Say Vieva Vinnie, make
Oh, whoops.
What was that about Vinnie now?
Thank you, Bernice. I appreciate it. I'm Kevin, as you heard.
Cheers, Bernice.
This is Will Save and the Interstellar Tales from the Extragalactic Adventure Anthology. Welcome.
This is episode 25.
I know.
Episode
we're
25?
quarter of
25.
100 episodes through, which
did
will
that
probably be
happen?
100 episodes.
It'll probably be
100 episodes.
Yeah.
We're a quarter of the way through.
We're a quarter of the way
No,
through this entire
We're making
season.
good progress through part 2. I think we can
Vinnie,
get this done by
make
Christmas.
sure to take
maybe.
small sips when I speak.
This is Bernice
definitely
the
not gonna make it
robot.
Christmas.
Well, or briefcase.
You're stuck with me for probably a full year is what I'm going to say.
Oh, wow.
My estimates. Sorry. I apologize.
No,
I'm trying to get through this as fast as I can.
It's going to be great.
Is it our fault? Because we're just like...
I'm not going to say I'm the only guilty party involved. I'm not going to say I'm innocent either. So I've definitely added some fights that you guys were like, we're going to take 4 episodes to show Kevin he's bad at making fights. No, this is...
He says that as he's prepared a giant fight scenario for us with like thousands
That's
of enemies.
Yes.
I've worked really hard on this next map.
Yeah,
I'm
maybe
so
if you
excited.
gave us less enemies to fight, we wouldn't have to fight for so
Just
long.
make it easier,
thought about
Kev, and
that?
it'll go faster.
Right. If I just make
That's-
We're
Definitely
basically
it.
playing like legendary on Halo status. That's what
We
we're
pretty
doing.
much are.
I'm beginning to think that he fudged my ability to equip the force field armor because he made this scenario so hard.
Ooh.
I thought we were
You know
going
what?
to tell the people at home that we did that. Thanks, Will. Throw me under the bus.
Wait.
See if I ever help you again.
Well, okay.
All right, and with that, we're gonna jump back to the episode. I'm the GM now.
It's been nice playing with you guys.
Dude, when John took over, it was kind of like that one time where Bill Clinton, just for some reason, took over one of Obama's press conferences and just talked for an hour with everybody asking him questions. I don't know how
you got all of that from like 3 seconds, but I'm proud of you.
Oh, shit.
Yeah. John said literally a breath's worth of.
That wasn't what I was channeling, but good to know.
Thanks, John, for being the Bill Clinton to my Obama.
Oh, there we go.
He got me to do a spit take.
I like
the drink when he did that. Oh god.
I need a longer headphone cable, but I think they're both great speakers, both of them. But it's good.
Are we talking about Kevin and John or Barack and?
I'm talking about Obama and Clinton, but Kevin and John are.
What's the difference? Same picture.
No, they're totally different. But but as far as GMs go, these are both good GMs. That's true. Kevin and John both.
Well,
Although Kevin's kind of too hard though. But beyond that, it's fine.
oh, too hard. You hear that, listeners? I'm not soft. I'm hard.
I think
Yeah, he gets
Also
really
a tough
hard
GM.
all the
He's
time.
also
when
a tough
he's-
GM.
Yeah,
There's a reason none of our sessions go longer than 4 hours. That's all I'm saying.
because he's like, I'm too hard now. I gotta get soft. Just give me a second.
That's right. I'm like a sleep number bed. You can adjust me as necessary.
Can we? Oh,
But like, it's never the number you want it to be. You're like, oh,
Can we
it's
adjust
controlled
out
with
of this joke, Kev? So
You're the sleep number bed from hell.
John, stop trying to GM instead of Kevin. Good lord.
sorry, I'm just trying to get hard too. Okay.
hard to. Is 2 I don't know how sleep number's like a 100, a number 100, right? Like scale.
I think it goes from like 10 to 100.
It sounds really cool. You can adjust like the.
But you can
solid
adjust. I don't know. I don't have one.
I want a water.
It's just a fancy air mattress.
This is
waterbed. They're horrible.
I know, but they seem interesting. You can jump on them when you're a kid. It's kind of fun.
Okay, licorice pizza.
Go back in time and jump on.
Jump on it now and tell me.
I'm sad that like kids these days don't know what waterbeds are because they're kind of like extinct.
What? Yeah,
My
no one's
parents
As
on
they
one for a
should
bit.
be.
Yeah, they suck.
You're right, as they should be.
To be fair, they're very uncomfortable as a grown adult. I'm sure. But,
They were all the rage. back in,
some
back
places.
in the
Is there-
70s.
I don't know. Kelly, don't you have a story about one?
What? No.
About a
Do I?
waterbed? No?
Are you saying that I should or that I have actually?
I thought you actually had one, not in like America.
Oh, okay.
I haven't heard this
Well,
story. Does this
Yeah,
happen at
I
your
think
little
Kev. All
We'll
right, here we
Save
go.
exclude
I
Kevin
stay on
party?
the waterbed every night.
Okay, so basically, Vinny was in town and we went to Korean barbecue at I think Parks, right? Is that right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Very nice Korean
Best
barbecue
place
place. First time
Great
Vinny
outdoor
tried it.
Kevin out
Korean
of it
barbecue
completely.
spot.
It was good.
I still
we
have
went,
no idea what
Ooh,
happened.
tasty.
I was fairly well lubricated for that experience.
Yeah, it was a good time, and it was great to have him in town. And Ariel, all of us were there except for Kevin.
Very
and Ariel
lubricated.
and
As it should be.
Carissa, who are John and Will's respective partners. Anyway, long story short, we were talking about they were recounting an event they had in Korea where they stayed at like a quote business hotel, but in Asia, those really are like love hotels where you basically rent by the hour or sometimes all night at a discounted rate. And you just take
Business.
your...
Hotels aren't for that kind of business.
Yeah, exactly. Like businessmen might go there with someone that they just want to...
A lady of the night.
Have a meeting with.
Without getting into too much detail, when I was working in Japan and I took someone to one of those, but this particular one was kind of dope. Like, it was huge. Like, it had a sauna, it had like a gaming room, it had like a bunch of like different things, including a water slide and a pool.
A water slide, not a water bed.
And the water slide actually was like a proper water slide. It was like one of those circular ones and stuff. Like, it was actually a bit of an experience when you were going
In
down.
your room?
It was like a penthouse style like love hotel thing, which was not as anyway. So and the pool was actually reasonably sized too. But this, it was such an opening. It was almost like, I can't even explain it. Anyway, it was about 2 stories tall, this room. So
Did you love the
was-
slide?
Oh, I did. I loved it so
Was it
so
by
hard.
the hour?
Yeah, no, you can get it by the night too.
Okay.
Like, yeah, so I got it for the night.
Nice.
That was a baller. It was the equivalent of you going to Indiana and getting that suite that you got or whatever it was. I was just like, F it.
Gen Con?
So we water slid a lot. Okay, so moral of the story is when you go to Asia, please go to a love hotel.
Hang on.
All
hang
of
on,
the
hang
love
on.
hotels.
Does water slid mean what we think it means, or are you literally talking about the water slide?
It's like coloring, you know?
Right.
Okay, no, it's a euphemism but it's also literally a water slide. There was literally a water slide in
Yeah,
there.
it's a
With
water
He
you.
slid in
Which is
on
kinda
the
gross.
water
And a
slide.
jacuzzi.
Ooh, that's nice.
It is kind of gross if you think about it, that's the express use of that room. But please, if you go to Japan or Korea, well, I don't know about Korea, but in Japan, like, they're all themed, like, in a special way. Plus,
Can
there's,
you
like,
Google love hotel and this is what pops up?
You can Google Love
I'm
Hotel.
sure
You'll find
you
how
can
fancy.
find
Man, I wish I would've
plenty
known this when I
of
was in
things to. I mean, I would definitely put safe search on, Kev. If you
Where
were
are you
concerned.
going to go with that sentence, Will? I was wondering where we were going to land. on
Just
that
look at you'll see how crazy they look if you just look. There's one I'm looking at, like, one
I'm not
Love hotel
Googling
thing right
anything,
now.
no.
There's like, it's like literally.
I'm ready to move on to the
It
next.
looks like a castle inside. It's like a chariot and like a
It's like
knight in
Kevin's
armor.
next door neighbor.
Man,
in
I
Maryland.
love
There's one
this
with a
hotel.
carousel.
That must be why they're called
It's
love
like
hotels.
ridiculous. Oh my god, one is like Mickey Mouse themed.
They're getting a 5-star review on Yelp. That's why they're love hotels.
There's a
Okay, well,
YouTube
I
video
was-
about owning a love hotel, and I think I just saw. I went to a Japanese love hotel with a water slide on YouTube.
Oh, okay. That might.
It's
I
probably
don't
the
know if
same
that's
one.
the same place or not.
I've
but,
been there.
Like,
That was the one.
check it out. Oh,
Anyways.
there's like a prison themed one. There's one that
Oh my God.
looks like Space
Okay,
Mountain,
so
dude.
I wasn't gonna go into this, but like I guess we can real quick since you wasted all my time with love hotels. No, it's really fun. I just want to go around to each of your characters, since Thanksgiving is, I think, tomorrow.
Love us and leave a 5-star review.
Why was that not our first?
Read us a 5-star review on Spotify. And iTunes.
Because I got sidetracked with love hotels. Okay, so I want each of your characters just real quick. Tell me what you're going to bring to Thanksgiving. Rolu, go first.
Tea.
You're bringing tea. You're just bringing a jug of tea to Thanksgiving.
What more do you need?
God dang it, Roller.
Alright.
So lame.
Thaddeus, you're next.
Oh, shoot. I shouldn't have said
2
anything.
things or just one thing?
Or 3 things, maybe? Okay, so
I got these
Thaddeus,
coupons for love hotels.
Thaddeus will bring his creme brulee. And also, I think this Thanksgiving in particular, like because we killed these Cafax, he'll probably make some kind of recipe out of them. Like a pie, like a meat pie, like a savory one, you know? Like the Brits do. But hopefully it'll be better than British food, actually. Amazingly. Or not amazingly, I should say.
All right, Chuck, what do you got going on? What are you bringing?
I feel like Chalk would bring a boxed mashed potato, but like he wouldn't make it. He would bring the box
Just straight from KFC.
because he's got like he's got enough charisma to understand like there's an expectation that he would bring something to Thanksgiving dinner, but he doesn't have enough life experience to know that he should cook it before he brings it.
That's exactly it.
I do have to say that we recently, my son transitioned to a different school, and we had like a going away party for him at the last daycare, and somebody brought Popeyes, like a full thing of Popeyes, which is
Popeye's
awesome.
chicken kicks ass.
Yeah, it is.
Popeyes macaroni and cheese.
Okay,
is
how do we get
phenomenal.
sponsored by Popeyes?
I would do
I
that
would
in
eat a
second.
drumstick on stream every time.
Actually, I'm really
totally
down for
for
this.
I really like
Popeyes.
the,
Popeyes, if
the
you're
blackened
listening.
ranch. So tasty.
If you are
I mean,
listening, yeah.
even their seafood is dope.
I haven't had their seafood. Not had the
Popeyes,
pleasure.
we'll talk to you later about this.
Our
Tremaine,
people
what are you
will
bringing to
talk to
Thanksgiving?
their people. I would probably go for
I'm bringing Popeyes too.
some spicy whipped sweet potatoes and spicy Nashville hot pumpkin pie.
Nashville hot pumpkin pie.
Look, I just looked up spicy Thanksgiving food on Google, and that's what I found.
That sounds
Amazing.
really good right
Sounds
now.
really good.
I want
Also,
it.
can I just say I appreciated the moment when Vinny said, "Yeah, I'll just bring some mashed potatoes right in the box," and Kev finished his sentence and said, "Oh yeah, right from KFC," and I was like, "Is that where you think mashed potatoes come from, Kev?"
I'm pretty sure that's where mashed potatoes are grown and made into mashed potatoes.
Okay,
Vinny's bringing
Here's-
stovetop in a
I-
box.
I have a hard time. I can't support bringing KFC anything though, and
Yeah.
this is why KFC retired their potato wedges from the U.S.,
Did they?
which was the last
Stop
location to
No.
have potato wedges. And
crime against humanity.
I can't support KFC after that.
No,
I'm
never.
so
Why
sad
would
with
you?
Joints
They
taking
were the-
food away.
They were the best side in fast food.
There it
Period.
is. But that's it. I don't know. About
Period.
I don't know about
But
that.
they were good.
Please
This is-
prove me wrong.
This is me. I'm
just turn
embarrassed
that
to
period
say
to a
this, and this is I'm glad my family doesn't listen to this. My family is terrible at cooking, especially for Thanksgiving, and I don't really enjoy Thanksgiving for that reason. But they bring KFC's gravy. They'll actually go to KFC on Thanksgiving and buy the gravy there instead of making their own gravy.
Are they terrible at cooking?
Yes, and they're almost self-aware enough to go to KFC and buy the gravy.
I mean, I kind of respect.
but like,
them
they
for
won't
that.
admit that they're terrible at cooking. I don't understand.
Kev, I think we need to have a Will Save Thanksgiving and give you a proper Thanksgiving.
I think yeah.
Yo,
I'm totally in.
we're gonna fuck around and have a Thanksgiving, dude.
Yeah.
You know I like
We
good
should
food.
we should celebrate Canadian Thanksgiving.
What is Canadian
Oh,
Thanksgiving?
that's
I
like
think it's already
next
passed.
month.
Yeah,
No. It's October, I thought.
Yeah, it's
maybe
October.
Yeah.
it's already passed.
Oh,
Yo.
yeah,
We'll do it next
quote
year.
unquote.
Oh, yeah.
past.
Right.
But maybe we
Yeah.
can travel back in time and.
I love Canadian Thanksgiving
we could just
because
eat
I get
good
two
food
Thanksgiving.
Here's
anytime we want
I'm
to.
torn on Thanksgiving, so I just got a Traeger, one of the pellet smokers, and I'm torn whether to whether to smoke a turkey or to roast it in the oven like I do every year.
I
Why
did
not
do
both?
a turducken one year, which turned out absolutely fantastic.
I would do smoked turkey.
Oh, man. Why not both? Because there aren't enough humans to eat all that turkey in my house on Thanksgiving.
Make a friend.
Yeah.
Yeah, we
Make some
eat
friends.
it fried.
That's the thing.
We'll show
Okay,
fried
you guys,
duck.
assuming Florida is still
Chicken.
here after Ian passes through, you guys should come pull up.
Ian passed through months ago. You're fine. Vinny.
You're right. My bad.
Time traveling.
God,
and all
we're
that
gonna have
fun
to write.
stuff. Well,
You may or may not see Vinny.
I think it's time to get us redirected and let's focus. Let's play.
All right. Yeah.
Food talk later. Save it. All right. So last time you looted the bodies of the Akeshtis that you murdered in cold blood, and then you focused on Vari 13. They were absolutely lost. They just had no idea where to move next. And the transponder that they focused on brought you all to this point, but it wasn't exactly the stellar flare. Chalk noticed that it was just another escape pod from the stellar flare. And Rolu pulled out a broken case that had a cylindrical cut out of dense foam. Whatever was in there is gone. And you find some refrigerator tracks. And you also figure out that you can narrow down your search for the stellar flare itself using some triangulation and math, because we all love math. But you guys chose to follow the tracks.
Math
and
rocks.
Math rocks. Then you got hit by a heat wave marching through the desert. Remind me, which one of you guys are fatigued from the heat wave?
Oh, no.
Everyone
That's
but
right.
Thaddeus.
We have Chalk and Rolu.
Yep.
Oh, wait.
Good thing we raised
Did
our
Terme
hand
have
in
it
this
on?
audio only format.
I passed.
Terme
passed the check.
Yeah, because he can withstand heat a little better than the rest of them.
I'm very fond of the heat, actually. My temperament is for that, actually.
That's why your voice always sounds dry.
Yeah, I'm a little dry in throat.
Are you like a little ashy?
I'm a little verklempt.
He keeps a frog down there.
We ended with Thaddeus and Chalk moving forward to listen to the voices that turned out to be an Akeshti and a space goblin kind of arguing about something. But then Rolu was like, hold on, let me listen in, and tripped over something and alerted. Say again?
What?
Yep. And then the goblin spoke up and said, who are you? Are you guys coming for the Great Wreck? I think that's the voice that I used for it. If not, that's the voice I'm currently using.
That's pretty good.
Cool.
It's a consistent space goblin voice.
Yeah,
Thank you.
Good. It's good.
I have a lot more space goblin voices to make in the future.
Yeah, we're here for the Great Wreck.
We're drunk tourists,
The drunk tourists.
We are looking for junk to trade.
Well, kind of. I mean, we personally love it.
Or Mark,
Or-
I don't
or-
know. I'm not
or-
sure.
or
that we
just
should be
grab.
talking to these folks.
Sir.
Well, what you mean? That's real nice. Come close. Come hang out. You guys want to talk?
Thank
we'll
you
talk.
so much for this hospitality. Come on, guys.
You guys seem like really cool guys.
I'm not the guy. I'm.
You seem like pretty cool goblin and
I am
Akeshti.
definitely a goblin. Yeah, goblins.
Goblins are the funnest in space, they say.
I don't mean to be like rude about it, but like, who are y'all?
We're certainly not pirates.
Definitely not.
look like pirates.
We
Furthest
don't
from
like
it.
pirates.
Very corporate.
Definitely pirates. Definitely.
My name is Olu.
But we're the fun-loving kind like you.
My name is Thaddeus.
What's your name?
My name is Jack.
Hi, Jack. My name is Kesh. My name is Mark.
Hey, Kesh. Hey, Merc. So how is your search going?
What'd you guys find?
What search? They kind of like hunker down and get real tight about it. They're very concerned about
What's that chest you got there?
It's nothing. This is nothing. This is were you guys spying on us?
No, we just walked up and you guys were really, really loud.
We love surprises.
I love some hot gossip.
Yeah, you were pretty loud. It's a hot day.
We like the gossip.
Yeah, it's a hot day. We're just trying to rest.
Hey, your business is your own, I suppose.
Oh, it looks like we have a new map to explore.
I did just drop you onto the map. Dude, that was a secret drop,
man.
Oh, look at
I mean-
secret drop.
What?
So as you can see, the 5 of you, because you still have Vari with you, are off to the left-hand side of this map. And to the north, there is a tent, and there is a space goblin and an Akeshti. You now know them as...
Is this your guys' tent?
Yes. That's our current residence.
Can I do a culture check on the Great Wreck?
What do you mean the Great Wreck? You want to do a culture check, or you just want to ask them about it?
No, I want to do a culture check for me and see if I know what that. It's like Great Wreck, capital G, capital W is what it feels like. So,
yes,
yeah. So I want to just do a culture check, try and remember. Is that
okay?
Is that cool?
Yes. Go ahead and roll me a culture type.
15.
Check. 15. All right. Anybody else? No? All right.
I can't.
I'm going to put Thaddeus up a little closer.
With a culture check?
We'll say Rolu.
I can check my...
Yeah, you just assume that this is some wreckage of something that is considered significant to the area. But other than that, you don't know much more than that.
It's an 18 culture check from Chuck.
Chalk has a hinkling that they might be referring to something greater than just
the Greater Wreck.
There.
Can I do a sense motive?
The really great wreck.
But actually, like what you come to
the
know,
word to define the word,
you come to realize that the great wreck that they're referring to is the stellar flare.
Yeah. We've been looking for the Great Wreck. Oh, are you going there?
Oh, you know about the great wreck. You are coming for the great wreck.
But
But so many spoils for us all. Why couldn't we all share in them?
What do you mean by spoils?
You know, pictures of the Great Wreck and postcards and, just a good old time.
Good old trinkets to find inside.
it's understood to be a spot where there's a lot of people waiting for photos. It's a very popular, infosphere media spot.
Yeah. More of a pilgrimage than spoils, really.
Yeah, he's kind of religious,
So
I
I definitely have to say that you all have no idea what you're talking about.
Oh,
this is a very sacred ground to many folk.
You got us.
Yeah, this is actually the Great Wreck is the coming of Triune. It is the temple. At least that's what the other goblins think. I'm not really sure I believe in that kind of stuff.
The coming of Triune?
The Great Wreck in the sky.
Just because I put my arms up didn't mean I was pointing to the sky.
Oh, sorry.
I'm sorry.
You're right. We don't. Oh, Jack, sorry.
Wait. The coming of Triune? Like when the drift was established? What are we talking about here?
So let me just back up a little bit. Merc and Kesh are standing close enough to the Great Wreck that you can actually see in the background. And you see the wreckage of a massed ship that looms beyond an empty battlefield.
You buried
the ground, though still dry, still sports blood stains, and the occasional bleached bones poke out from the silt. Small piles of useless machinery scraps dot the area. A low thrum emanates from the starship, and a spark of air and electricity occasionally flies through the hull. One of the vessel's airlocks is still intact, lies nearly flush with the ground. The doors seemingly glow with a reddish-purple hue, and it seems to crackle on occasion.
Oh, man.
Is it behind
And that's
them?
when you realize there's actually a force field over this door. And so, yes, that what you were pointing at and circling is the airlock to the Great Wreck, also known as the Stellar Flare.
Okay, so what we establish is they are between us and...
So go ahead and kill them. Go for it.
Kevin, how dare you assume that?
How dare you?
You're right. You got us. We have heard about something here that was of interest, but we don't know a lot about the Great Wreck. It's good to meet somebody who is as informed.
So wise.
As you two. Could you tell us more about it? How special is this place? And
I mean, could we...
Roller's looking at Merc.
I'd like to work on change. Like I feel like we've been like flattering them, and so I feel like changing their attitude over this, few minutes plus whatever many more minutes it might take. Can we roll like a couple diplomacy checks or,
You can try. They seem pretty friendly already. Okay.
Yeah, but I want them to be helpful.
Okay. Go ahead and roll me a diplomacy check.
Can I also roll one as well? I was trying to do
29.
Assist.
I assist.
30 something.
All right, Barack.
Yep, I assist.
Are you Barack or Bill?
30.
Yeah, go ahead. Tell me what you say to them to be so
Well, we've been
flattering.
doing this.
Yeah, that's everything we said.
I mean, we've been absolutely positively affecting the creature's attitude.
Rolu was trying to engage them and like defer and be like, "Oh,
I even called them very wise.
I'm going to actually move all of you up real close to them then.
What?
If
I didn't
you guys
wanna-
are going to get this friendly.
okay."
Chalk, you're staying on top of. You guys can move yourselves a little bit. I'll give you one free move.
one
free move.
I'm watching the map.
I'm fine because I don't want to step on somebody else's toes. It's fine.
I think we're fine right now.
Yeah.
So what do they say?
Okay, so you did ask about the Great Wreck. And what they tell you is that essentially the Great Wreck, it's existed since beyond time.
Time immemorial.
At least time as they understand it. And mind you that these creatures, their lifespans are a lot shorter than, regular humans or other characters. So a lifetime to them is, twice as short as others. Do you guys want to ask them anything else?
Do you guys ever venture inside?
Oh. That's actually what we're trying to do.
Oh.
So you see that this here wreck is a sacred place to many people in the outer junk fields. Our thoughts is if we can get in there, that we might be able to leverage that. And they explain that if they can get inside, they can maybe discover like whatever it is about this.
That is so patron worthy.
Exactly, that they can actually use it to unite and prevent further fighting between the Akeshtis and the goblins.
guys.
Man, you guys are pretty amazing.
Why don't we help you?
Yeah, why don't we do this together? We can all be united under one banner.
You guys are cute.
Your guys are cute too, man. They're great.
Oh.
Especially since this Akeshi's like a pink one. Look at him. He's kind of sad looking too. What's up?
Yeah, he's got a lot weighing.
It's like a different.
No, I mean, they're trying to work through their differences.
It's like a depressed snake.
Can Rolu walk over or at least just look and kind of do an engineering check or a perception check to see on the
force field, the entry.
on the force field, on the threshold into the ship?
Yeah, go ahead and roll me an engineering check.
Engineering.
I'll assist.
The voice in the sky.
And I am successful in assisting.
There it is.
Voice
I
in
got
the
a
sky.
total 19. That's a 21 total.
All right, so you know for a fact that these force fields are not to be messed with. It'll take something immensely powerful to take down these fields.
Like maybe some C4 from our friend Shaq.
Yeah.
If you ask them,
What have you tried?
I haven't tried anything yet. I have planned. I do. I have a great plan. Yeah, she's got a great idea. That's why it's one of the things that I really like about her.
Wait, are you guys a couple or something?
Oh, no, I'm not.
Oh, unrequited love, I see.
And he kind of blushes, and she didn't even catch what you said, and she just keeps rambling on. So the trash hunters one time, they almost made it in. They had pulse rifles, and they had EMP grenades, and they're like, blah, 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 bing. But it wasn't enough. It just didn't. But I have my plan, my idea. I have this EMP key. It's so much bigger, so much better. And Merc thinks that she could create this device that tunes into the resonance frequency of the force fields. She does her best to explain the science to you, but her stilted grammar and her tendency to go on tangents makes it really difficult to follow. Go ahead, roll me a physical science check.
I really want to establish Jack is such a fan of this space goblin right now. Like, as an agent of chaos, and a concentrated EMP blast is like, he's a kid in a candy store, and she's Willy Wonka.
Yo. Is this a love triangle?
Maybe.
Dang.
Oh my god.
Chalk's gonna kill Cash just had a
God, you're so dark.
choke him
Of
in his
course.
sleep.
My God, Kevin.
Kev really wants something to die right
brain
now.
like goes there. Like he can't help it.
He's such a murder bot.
I'm just following your guys' train of thought.
Yeah,
Just shooting
okay.
lizards in the back. That's all.
The projection is
thought
incredible.
the
Can I get that
drama
physical
love
science
triangle.
check? No?
I can't do
Nobody?
it. Someone else has to do
Can't
it.
do it either.
We're not trained. We've established
last episode.
this.
Yeah, dude.
Are we
No
allowed
one
to
has physical
untrained
science.
I'll give you a
roll?
-2.
Okay.
To a
untrained.
D20. Okay.
All right, roll. We'll do it.
16.
12 do it?
That's an 18 on the die. I got 16. Will a 16 do it?
So I think you're just going to nod ahead. Like, you have no idea what she's talking about, but like you have a sense that she does. And so like, in that sense, you could trust her.
Yeah, okay.
Okay.
Go ahead and give me a culture check.
On it.
Something I'm actually trained in, but I rolled crap. 12.
Ooh, yeah, I did not roll well either.
Dirty
10.
20.
Ooh, there it is.
Dirty 20?
Dirty 20.
Chak. The
So
love.
Chuck.
is so interested. He's paid
He
attention
is
to every
enamored.
single bit of body language. What
And
does
you're
he
just
pick up?
pulling from every bit
Infatuated.
of knowledge you have, and you understand that space goblins have this instinctual way of building things that like are almost seemingly impossible, but they manage to function at least once.
Just barely, yeah. As
there's
we've
a
seen in the
trick they
past
have.
with our engagements with them elsewhere.
On other shows that you should like and subscribe.
Like the Threefold Conspiracy, the flagship show of Will Save the
And she's
Podcast.
almost like mumbling to herself, like, I only need 2 more things to finish off my EMPK. I needs to get me an electrolytic capacitor, and I needs to get me a plasma circuit, charger circuits. I almost had that. And then that's when Kesh speaks up. Go ahead.
Would Rolu know inherently if any of those components are available in devices that would be on our persons or around us?
You can either roll an engineering check or a physical science check.
I got a 20 dirty
you got
on my engineering.
So Tremaine knows that there's no way you guys have any of that stuff. Right
Looks like we'll have to search around for some parts then.
Yeah, the electrolytic capacitor. Sorry, my voice is terrible. Hold on.
You
Need some more Dr. Pepper?
Get some Dr. Pepper.
Yeah.
Yeah, exactly.
The electrolytic capacitor is in the trash hunter territory. That's near the shrine to Tinkerton. That's what the goblins call the murder bot. So I believe that the murder bot was sent to us by Tribune. All right, so the story goes, the Great Wreck opened up just about a decade ago, and out emerged this giant murder bot from a cloud of purple smoke. Yeah, and then the door slammed shut, and the force fields came back on, and they've been on ever since.
Is Rick actually going to make an appearance? Because like that would be interesting if he like cameos. Yeah.
Spoilers.
So the
Sorry.
shrine to Tinkerton is near the murder bot, which is what the goblins call. Am I getting that right?
And that's when the force field went up?
Well, that's where the electrolytic capacitor is, near the murder bot.
What they explain is that Tinkerton is the murder bot, but the space goblins in the area, the trash hunters, are called so the trash hunters are the group of space goblins in this area, and they praise this murder bot, but it's not a murder bot to them. It is called Tinkerton, and it was sent by Tribune. It came from the Great Wreckage. So this Great Wreckage is a temple to them, to Tribune.
Are we saying that there's a shrine to Triune somewhere?
I think there's a shrine to Tinkerton, the murder bot, not Trey.
Who they've alluded to as
An
they've
agent.
they've
of
ascribed to Triune.
Yeah.
Gotcha.
Right?
Could we help you acquire these materials if you could lead us there?
Yes.
Do you have any goblin friends that could help us out, or
No.
any more Keshti?
Are the
Do you want to come with?
welcoming?
No, I definitely don't think we would be doing that.
So,
so-
we're running a fetch quest for you, basically. Okay.
Fetch quest to open a door to go on another quest. Sounds like a plan.
We have to find a murder boss.
Thaddeus, this is not your first time as a pirate, I hope.
You shouldn't fight unnecessary battles, Gob. This isn't the ship. I know it's hard for you to understand this stuff, but down here, you want to avoid unnecessary battles.
So Kesh told you, basically, Merc told you there's 2 more things that she needs in order to complete this EMP key that you believe actually might work. There's the electrolytic capacitor, and the plasma charging circuit. And then Kesh, the Akeshti, turned around and told you that the electrolytic capacitor is probably in Trash Hunter territory, around the shrine to Tinkerton. Merc then tells this story. Basically, it's a story about how Merc and Kesh became friends, because it's very strange that a Akeshti and a goblin, especially in this part of town.
I'm fascinated by this.
So they tell you the whole story.
Is there a love hotel in the
It's a love hotel in Junker's Delight.
Is the Great Dress-Up Love Hotel?
Is that why Junker's Delight is called Junker's Delight?
I think so.
Oh my gosh.
Sneaky.
My headcanon is...
The treasure was love. It was love.
The treasure was love the whole
The
time.
love of 2 races coming together.
Dude, they tell you the story. Standing this relationship. This is great. I'm shipping this.
We became friends weeks ago after both of us ran into that murder bot. We were only made it out because we worked together. I was digging around at the dead end and not really paying much attention to anything. And that's when I came running. I was like, the murder bot's coming! The murder bot's coming! So we hid and we waited for it to leave, but it stuck around because it was like looking for something. But it definitely found what it was looking for. Yeah, that was like a few weeks back. Merc had another run-in with it a few days ago. I had the plasma charging circuit in my hands. When I heard that thing coming, I let it go. I dropped, I ran so far away. I ran so far away.
Na.
You hid together and found yourselves.
I found the charging circuit, but that was different. That was a different time.
Out of curiosity, when this thing was chasing you, did it happen to leave square-shaped prints in the sand?
Oh, its feet are big and square.
Almost
It's big square feet.
like a refrigerator.
Yeah, well, I guess, 2 feet by 2 feet? I guess that's the average size of a refrigerator. Yeah, I would say they look like a refrigerator.
That's more like a mini fridge, but yes.
Definitely not a Sub-Zero.
Maybe like a 3 foot by 3 foot. Is that? I don't know the average size.
I'd say maybe,
clearly. I live in the desert where we don't have any power.
36 inches across is about
That's
standard.
big refrigerators. 2 of them, 1 on each foot. They wear them like boots.
Also depends on the power rating that you're putting installing the fridge, and it's a whole.
All right, everyone. Moving on. Good lord.
Where do you think we can find this refrigerator creature?
All right, so Merc tells you about this plasma charging circuit and that the murder bot got it.
Oh, got it.
She thinks that the murder bot picked it up and actually merged it into his body. And then Cash warns you about the dangers of this murder bot. It punches like a truck, and it's immune to most magics. At this comment, Merc kind of chimes in, but what about Zethelred? Maybe he could help you.
Oh, yes.
And Cash tells you that Zethelred is a solitary, hard-edged Vesk who arrived at the Outer Junkfields just a couple months ago. Both the Trash Hunters and the Unbrood leave him alone. He's so intense, says Merc, but he's also very nice. And then Cash admits that he hasn't seen Zethelred for a while, but he suggests that you might be able to find him at his camp near the west, or to the west, near that big Vescarian cruiser.
Well, I think we should go find some allies first. What do you think?
Well, Zethelred is. We were just there.
You were there?
Yeah, we didn't see him either.
We didn't see him either. Discovered their camp.
He might be out hunting something then.
Sure.
He's gone doing that stuff.
Who are the Unbrood?
So you know that the Unbrood from fighting those 2 Akeshtis, that the Unbrood are a group of Akeshtis in the Outer Junkfields that have been shunned by their society, and they're those that are slated to rut and become Riveners.
That's right.
Which Kesh should be one of them. He is probably a member of the Unbrewed.
Is there a target for who this refrigerator is hunting?
Well, what do you mean? It's the murder bot. It's Tinkerton.
Right.
He roams the lands as such as Tribune. At least that's what the other goblins tell me.
Does he just murder anybody in sight, or is he particular?
Oz calls him murder bots because he murders a bunch of peoples. It's not really. I mean, like, he's just a giant, scary robot. I'm not sure he's been killing much lately. We just kind of keep away from him as much as possible.
Well, it sounds like we need to at least go get that electrolytic capacitor. And then if we run into this murder bot, then we can maybe get this plasma charging circuit.
Any other clues on where that man you mentioned is? The one who could possibly help us?
Roll me for clue check.
Hunting ground.
I'm kidding.
All right.
No, Merc kind of tells you exactly where that last incident happened. So Merc had the one component they needed in their hands. I just forgot what it was.
The plasma charging circuit?
Yes, exactly. The plasma charging circuit in their hands. And then they heard the murder bot coming and got so scared they dropped it and ran. But they'll point you right in the direction of where that happened.
What time is it?
It's gonna be mid to late afternoon. Talking 4 p.m.
Cobb, we should enlist the help of that guy.
I agree, but it sounds like
He might
back
already
at nighttime.
Yeah, I mean, we don't know.
we don't know where they are, so hopefully we'll run into them.
Do you think he returns back to his camp at night?
I'm sure he must go at nighttime, yeah.
Perhaps.
Are you guys talking about Zethelred, or are you guys talking about...
Deserts are too
Zethelred.
dangerous to be out at night, Cobb. I
Didn't
know.
we see that Zethelred hadn't been there in days, though? So I doesn't support the theory that they'd come back at night.
All right, well, then it looks like it's straight to the death bot, then.
I believe so. Although, do we want to rest? It is.
We should take a rest. This spot is safe to spend the night, right?
Oh, yeah, you can stay all you want. We have 2 cots that we can rotate out properly.
God, I love these people.
I'm not quite sure we have enough room for you, but, like, it's been pretty quiet around here lately. You're welcome to stay. And Vari 13 actually kind of speaks up and says, like, I do think that I should stay with them while you guys venture out and take care of the necessary requirements for this mission.
Big surprise. I think, like,
Wow, thanks.
yeah, great job. You've been
so helpful on this quest that you've put us on.
Thaddeus, you've really taken a harsh tone against our companion here. I think it would be good to chill.
Thaddeus just takes a deep breath and nods, somewhat admittedly. Rolu's right. But I think Thaddeus is going to, like, camp out under this, like, there's, like, some kind of, like, tent-looking thing.
So that is the tent.
You just take their beds.
Merc and Kesh have set up for themselves. They have 2 cots, but there's enough room probably in the floor for you guys to make, 2 more areas for bed and still be covered from, the environment.
Do you mind if we stay inside your shelter, if we make room for everyone, including you?
Yeah, I'm okay with that.
All right.
So we're going to fit 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 folks into a 4-person tent.
Rolo's actually going to camp out.
Shack is small,
I
think
along
Check
those rocks.
Check is tiny.
Okay, so 6 into a 4.
Merker,
Yeah, they're small.
I was going to say, is Merc small?
Plus we're taking rotation.
Well, I thought they were getting close.
Do you guys want to rest up here?
Yeah.
Yeah, take a long rest.
Okay, so I'm going to say that the long rest probably takes you 12 hours at this case, unless you want to take it 8 hours, but I'm going to make you roll for fatigue.
No thanks. I don't think that's a good idea.
No thanks to what?
Unless somehow you're going to, like, throw something in those last 4 hours that we're sleeping. I kind of doubt it. Actually, I'm not trying to, like, bait you right now.
Yeah.
So don't do that. But, like, I'm just saying we're, like, rotating watch.
Next combat. Man. While you guys are sleeping, you hear refrigerators stomping in the distance.
And they're
All
running.
right, so you guys take a long rest.
I think
Shaq's
alternate
Topo
enough.
Chico is just like the water. Like, yeah. Cobb.
I was just going to narrate what Rolo was doing as we were going to sleep, but I didn't know if anyone else was going to do that.
So beautiful.
So beautiful. I think as Rolu hears you all maybe talking and chattering, he's leaning up against the wreckage that's nearby, and I think just enjoying the fact that he can see the stars for once and take peace in that moment, knowing that he doesn't often have a home, but he is able to find one here briefly among some friends. And he's going to pull out his communicator, and he's going to send a message, and it just says, it might be good to start getting the things in my room ready. Sends it off. And then he's going to pull out a sketch pad and going to just start looking up and trying to chart different constellations in the Akiton night sky.
Classic Rolu.
It's almost too serendipitous. It's too coincidental, because you send that off and almost like a reply back to it, everyone's comm units start to blink, at least the pirates, all the pirates, as you receive this message. Wanted. And somebody describe this to me, please.
Oh my God. It's a wanted poster, and it says wanted, here's Fabricius, charges breaking the oath and high treason against the pirate council. And it's just a picture of him doing like a Cad Bane style pose with his huge hat.
Right. It's like Michael Jackson's Billie Jean pose.
Yeah, that's accurate.
It's phenomenal. That's what it is.
It's good.
There's no
So it's
reward
almost like-
posted on it.
Hey,
though.
there's no reward posted. Yeah, that's true.
He's not worth
Because
much.
there's no reward to this. It's this character is wanted by the free captains, simple and outright. And as a free captain, it's your right, it's your duty to hunt them down. But what it is basically each of you, and it's almost hard to cover if you're trying to cover it up, because your comm units on your wrist or in your hand, or
hollow
whatever,
emit.
they project upward, and so it's this bluish figure of hears with these floating words that say wanted, and above them is the crest of the free captains.
So are we all awake when this happens? This wakes us all up?
I'll say, you know, each of you, whenever you wake up, it's definitely like a notification on top of your screen.
Okay.
Who doesn't check their phone first thing in the morning?
I mean, and we're all in this room. Do we, I mean, not to metagame too much, but do we notice Rolu? I mean, I think...
Well, Rolu was out painting the stars.
He was,
right.
yeah, he was out sketching. He's probably asleep in the morning for anybody who wakes up.
So I'd say you wouldn't.
And I've heard
be
this
able
name
to see
before,
his-
right? I mean,
So anybody who is a free captain, who's like, you might be a low member of a crew that doesn't care about like the rest of the fleet, but like if you were any kind of full blown member of a crew,
right.
like a chief or an officer,
That's not what I was
chances
asking.
are you're aware. Yeah, you know who here's Fabrician is.
Yeah, so yeah. And on that, because Thaddeus has been on edge so much and like looking for like data to like
Connect him,
like show
to
that
Rolu.
Rolu's involved, he suspects that maybe Rolu had something to do with this. But this is what does wake him up, because he's been kind of on edge and he hasn't been sleeping too well. And then he just looks out of like the gap in this tent, and he sees like Rolu looking up, drawing his stupid star painting, and then you just see like these like
His urge to kill him.
you just see in the darkness these like two yellow eyes that just kind of like the pupils narrow as he like stares out.
Thaddeus, do you have something in your eye? Are you good?
You don't notice Thaddeus.
I know.
How dare you?
Well, that was cool, Kev.
Thank you.
Just saying.
Yeah, that's really well drawn too.
Yeah, it's amazing.
Classic Kevin art.
Classic Kevin art.
It's actually the only art I've made for this show. I just keep reusing it. So, all right. So you guys all wake up in the morning. Sun's bright and shining right into the hole in the tent. So you guys started settling down pretty close to like 4 o'clock, and so you get a full night's rest. All you guys are fully rejuvenated. The one thing before you guys leave is that Kesh tells you like, "Oi." I have to say "oi" before I say anything else because I'm trying to
like space Australia,
Australian accent because Jon set that precedence with
all the Kesh.
Yeah. Oi. Be careful with the unbrewed, he tells you.
Oh.
They don't take kindly to trespassers.
Duly noted.
As you guys head out.
Thanks, mate.
That was good. That was good.
So Vari's going to stay back. The 4 of you can head out on your mission to get those 2 items to help them.
Is there I would ask Kesh before we leave if there's anything that we would possibly say or do or hold, like can we show that we're friendly to the unbrewed? Does he have anything that
you guys already ran into the unbrewed and then you murdered them in cold blood.
Yeah, but they don't know that.
They didn't live to tell the tale. Not all dead men tell no tales. Usually.
Sometimes they do.
Yeah, sometimes they do, but not them.
We're basically 33% friendly to the unbrewed.
Yeah, that's right.
So your 2 options at this point are you going to go straight for where the murder bot was and try to recover the charging circuit, or do you want to hunt down the electrolytic capacitor?
Metagame in me wants me to hunt down the electrolytic thing first.
Same.
Yeah, I agree with that.
Yep.
Let's go after.
Before we do the big boss battle.
Yeah, it's better to do the easier thing first.
See, I feel like the electrolytic converter via the junk construct is the big boss battle.
Jack, your voice changed.
You're all right, Jack. Got
Well, whatever's easiest to do first, we should maybe do. I wasn't paying enough attention.
I feel like the electrolytic converter in the junk construct is the big boss.
Okay.
All right, so you guys want to go for the big boss?
No.
We did mince
Again, so you have 2 options. Yeah. You got electrolytic capacitor.
Kevin, what's easier?
We either have to go to where the area is to find the capacitor, or we know that the plasma charging circuit is literally inside the murder bot. So we either go to the area or we find the murder bot.
Yes. So do you go to Trash Hunter territory or do you go to the murder bot?
Trash Hunter territory, I guess, first. These are the 2 items we need, right? Why don't we go there first?
I think, Cobb, you had a good idea to go there first.
Yeah.
Or sorry,
that's you, by the way. You're the Cobb, but whatever.
Tourme.
Yeah, sounds good to me.
The desert is making everyone insane.
Oh, yeah. Are we unfatigued? Because we healed.
Yeah, we're all good.
Did you heal back the damage you took from the heat stroke?
Yeah.
Then you are no longer fatigued.
Yes.
Dope.
Yay. Fatigue.
Mm-hmm. So as you leave camp, you guys pack up everything. You get prepped for the road. You make sure Vari is secure and that you're certain that the 2 of them can protect her or them.
Question mark.
I sure.
Yeah, we're not really sure.
With that. So you guys leave camp. As you guys leave camp, though, the skin crawls on the back of your neck because you just get this feeling that someone is watching you.
God.
Perception check?
Daddy, yeah. Perception check.
Go ahead and roll me a perception check.
The hills have eyes.
So creepy.
8.
11.
That was really creepy.
That was really creepy.
That was kind of amazing.
21.
Yay.
14.
Yay.
All right, so Chalk sees shadows along the ridge. He just recognizes there's something more than just that mountain top on the nearest hill, but that's all he sees. And he tries to point it out, but nobody else sees it.
Hey guys, there's something watching us. I don't really know that I could put it into words, but this doesn't feel right.
It's seen us already.
Absolutely.
Oh no. All right, everyone. Guns out.
Should we maybe
refrigerated steps? No, I'm kidding.
For real?
No.
Well, let's keep our weapons close. Make sure you turn on your environmental protections.
That's my line, but yes.
Righty.
Daddy's reloaded.
Yeah, I'll put
reloading
on
as
my
walks
environmental protections, I suppose.
Because we're hiking out into the desert.
Right.
And
So go ahead. Tell me the order of which you are traveling.
I want to be at least 6 feet apart.
Thaddeus will take up the front again.
Yeah.
You got 5 foot options.
I think Chuck is still riding on Thaddeus' shoulder.
On Thaddeus' shoulder? Okay, I'll do that.
If the cat will abide it.
Keep Rolu back. So the way I have you set up now is Treme, then Rolu, Thaddeus with Chuck, and then Rolu.
Where do you have us set up like that?
Yeah, I thought Thaddeus was taking the lead.
So, yeah, I'll take the lead.
Oh, Thaddeus is taking lead?
Yeah.
Okay. All right.
Since Shock is so perceptive too, you could probably spot anything. It's
true.
Okay.
Yeah,
I don't think Rolu probably. Oh, sorry to make it.
No, is it single file like this path that we're
I
on?
say staggered. You guys go staggered if you want. It's your choice. Single file or staggered.
I would go staggered formation.
Okay. Staggered formation. Thaddeus leading the way. Rolu next, then Treme, and then Vari. No, sorry, Vari's staying
Vari's
back,
there,
right?
so it's
Vari's
just the 4 of us.
Vari's back.
Damn.
I don't think
All right,
Rolu cares
Delete
about
Vari.
Jack riding on Thaddeus. Like, if there is any significance to that happening, he's not.
Okay.
He doesn't.
So, after about 30 minutes of travel, you can't shake that feeling that you're being watched. And then you arrive at a tower of metal cylinders that rises 40 feet into the sky, casting a long shadow across the ground like an accusing finger. The top wobbles slightly in the breeze, but against all expectations, the spire seems stable. Go ahead, roll me a perception or engineering.
Flipping the bird.
19 perception.
26 engineering.
Ooh, I got a
Both of you
19 engineering.
aced it. So it's composed, this tower is composed mainly of starship power cores, stacked almost like a pyramidal shape. But starting about halfway up, the cores balance just like one on top of the other, seemingly in defiance of gravity. It's like watching a Jenga tower that's all the pieces on the bottom are pulled out already.
Wow.
So go ahead, roll me one more perception check.
Four.
10.
18.
Not 18.
I'm going to just move you over to the map.
The map. To the map. Okay.
The map. So just describe it to our listeners. There's a big open field. There is a single tower in the middle with a long shadow running to the southwest. And then just for our players to see, there is a single space goblin next to the tower. And there's a Thaster toad kind of in the opposite corner of the map.
What is the goblin doing?
So what you actually see is a trio of trash hunter junkers balancing on one another's shoulders. And as you approach,
Drink a fox in a trench coat. Yes.
two of the space goblins jump down kind of side by side, and they all congregate with each other in delight. Let me find my mouse real quick. I lost it. So let me just do this. Boop, boop, and boop.
Amazing.
So these three space goblins are kind of huddled together. They're giggling. And they
Crikey.
all congratulate each other with delight. And they're paying no attention to you. However, the Thaster toad in the back notices you coming. And it starts to step forward with a almost clicking burp. And I'm not going to try to mimic that. Okay. You rolled a perception check. What was that?
18.
18. You noticed that one of the space goblins was clutching something to their chests as they turned around and they see you, because they recognize the Thaster toad kind of, growling, quote unquote, at you. Somebody roll an engineering check.
19.
You realize that the goblin is actually holding the electrolytic capacitor. And that's our game.
That was
I
fast.
knew you were going to say that. I knew you were going to say, and that's our game.
Am I that predictable?
No.
Shucks.
I want
Good
it. I want it.
I'm satisfied that there were three Goblins in a trench coat.
Thanks for listening, ye scallywags. Until next week, drift beacons and distant stars.